China on Bad Kimetsu Bad Boy, definitely an interesting anime where I feels like it has a lot of the reference in the past of the between the gun era and samurai era, where it's defined line between there is also a board of the character, each character having the different perceptions about the changes of the era, and interesting more so much more into the character and the sunglasses and stuff between the reference of the past. I don't know what this skeleton was. This skeleton, kind of cartoonish skeleton, which is not fish the style at all. The fight scene and everything still kept on, still consistent. Fight not only just plain. This is my script, by the way, that you see. Fight is not just plain all exchanging between just sword exchange with just like one, which is just like hits onto another swords without any really meaningful actions like turn based, where the RPG using the skill maybe like you using divine seals first, and then uh this maybe using the strike heavy strike skill on the sword on the samurais when you are in an RPG, and it does not work because the and it and it does not work because uh another the enemies is having the shields or some of the stuff, which is well thought out in the fighting scenes between the what you could be called the assassins, the extremely good and weird quirky interesting assassin, which with the Sakuga scenes which I found the anime really interesting, uh, and show the understandable causes of actions of the character. Well, well, while there are some annoying bars when it's character backstory, we should already know which scene is the past tell from the context and the background, but cinematics still easily digestible. And what I mean by the annoying bars, it is that it is like these kind of bars where uh, it comes to the backstory, the bars just comes out and it's just like still image, which is really annoying to me. It's just like this bars. It's not like the bars in up top either. It is the bar. Uh, I don't know, like the show trying to be artsy or trying to be like artistically, aesthetically different, but it is kind of more annoying than because it is not complete black and it is not on top and down, which even if the show is trying to be original, it feels like it's more annoying to not make it just like normal back blah. Or we could all already see all already sees that uh they see that the background is different. It is the past of the character, which if even if it's not this bags is still it's still easily digestible. The Japanese era where it changed the sword from gun to cannon to the board to fighting with the more technological advance. Also talk about where Okita Soji wanted to continue to use sword to scare if it would be useless as the characters you have some past with it still uses it or not. You even care about still interesting point like it depends on the usage or the differences of the weapons to have the different advantage. Also an interesting point to, if the sword is gone, now you have the different, even if the, even if it's not like the Gintama where in this era, if there is a war, the it still have its usage of the, it's still the usage of the sword still not diminish, not disappear. It is that not it is that it has the different use. Maybe it doesn't requires the ammos and more easily uses in the melee combat than guns. It has these different usage that it kind of not necessary for um, the people to scared. Okay, that's what you scared of using the sword. Like when you see in this era where people does not use weapon anymore. In video games and stuff, swords still a popular stuff with the movie, with everything else. These kind of things shows the character perspective of being useful too. Of the characterizations shows how each people think about the sword diminish, swords will disappear. Shows how the personality, if like why Okita Soji uh gotten imprisoned or gotten uh she is now being a criminal. Why is she being a criminal? Why? Like, and there is also people who already use gun, like the crime collector, which I don't know the name of, and people who don't care, and people who have the plastics with the sword, and people who just like uses everything like a monk, and people who just like doesn't care about it, just use it as it is, and people who just study it of the change of the technological advances, and the people who just not that he not care about, but he think that the sword is still one of the thing that people, one of the his responsibility to use sword to protect. Uh, he have no power to decide what sword is. And people who out of the reach of sword, people who uses the other thing and not even think about it, or care, or it, and he is the doctors. And so, and some character like Sakuya to do with father killer parts of him, how he has the determination changing the team to quit being assassins. One of the things I also like about this anime is that the character is, I like the character, like it has some quirky shit, while also being mysterious, and also real still wonders about it were building. Like it'd be like character uses the what is this like I don't really care about this the scroll glows things. What I care about is Assassin Guild, where the Assassin Guild maybe it's just like the guilds where the people just like uh the people just like going through killing the people, or and that if there is the different guild like sword guild, like in a guild, like it is mysterious. Yes, when I watch this anime, I feel too resemble to the Read or Die, which is the another anime where it is not like Akudama Drive. It is not like what the anime was still having the sort of life theme. It also having this fighting scenes, which if um the world building of the Read or Die not as good at constructing it, not as good construct as this anime does, which it may be the new era of the Read or Die writer if it's good at world building. It has a lot of the influences that I see from this anime. It may be not, but I see a lot of the same anime like Gurren Lagann, like Akudama Drive, like the uh Thunderbolt Fantasy, Gurren Lagann Akudama Drive, and Breed or Die, or the espionage style, even like Koroshi I see in this anime, which the action is also kind of have the influences. Like it also resemble one of the anime that I don't really watch. I don't watch it. I haven't watched it yet. Is Samurai Champloo, which um I see the clips of it, the glimpses of it, but it's kind of interesting this way. Except that I accept that some problem like Ichiban Boshi weird out of the character with only being Naruto and helping his friends, or most more of the more death story scenes sealed out by annoying Ichiban Boshi, which I really accept that Ichiban Boshi is annoying. I am not blame you if you put out by Ichiban Boshi and not watch the show, but if you just can just like doesn't care about it, just like if you doesn't care about it like me, like I'm just doesn't care about shonen or any stuff like that, kind of annoying kids. Uh, you are in for the action cinematics, good world building, and one genuinely good anime. So the shows is the character interaction development also still good, story in the era, reference from the era of samurai and stuff, still a good cheese. So I think that the anime, this particular anime episode 2 of the Bucchigire is having the score of the good to great on the screen right now. So consider watching this anime. This anime is real good. I do only this one because well, I just need a kind of break between seasons.